Quiet on set. Quiet on set.
This is where it happens.
What's going on, everybody? Today, what I want to talk to you a little bit. What's going on, everyone? Today, I want to talk about why your aim probably sucks on controller and some things that you can do to make it a little bit better. Her controller aim is not very good either. Just kidding. It might be better. Just do your thing. Let's go ahead and jump into the first tip, though, and that is, again, a little bit. We're gonna start a little soft. So if you hear this tip and you're like, I know. Give me a minute. We're gonna get a little bit more advanced. I want to get the basic stuff for the basic players first, but you got to work on your pre-aim. Now, again, this is something that can be easily overshadowed and overthought by other people, or you might feel like you already do pre-aim and there's no reason to really like work on your pre-aim. Reps are super important, and I think that you really need to remember, especially if you're in gold and platinum and probably silver, is that you're still kind of developing a good understanding of map knowledge and where people are going to be. So by pre-aiming more corners or just every corner, you're not going to be caught off by like surprise if somebody's in a certain spot that maybe you wouldn't think they're in a certain spot. Same thing for even like Crims, Diamond, Iridescent. Is even pro players are sometimes missing or losing gunfights simply because they didn't really expect somebody around that corner. They weren't pre-aimed, and so they had to start shooting with hip fire. Maybe they missed 2 or 3 bullets and then immediately lose a gunfight as well. So this one definitely is more for those individuals in gold and platinum. The next important tip to remember, another basic one, but one that we have to remember, is making sure we're not aiming too low. And I think a lot of people naturally, when they're walking around, whether you're pre-aiming or not, are not focusing so much on making sure that you're centered in where you need to be, but rather kind of running and having your aim either at like hip or even foot level, which is always just a terrible idea. So make sure that you're aiming or looking, I guess, even when you're not aiming, looking at where people potentially are and making sure your crosshair is at, you know, head to chest level so that you're able to get those shots. I think it's really important to remember that all of this for this video is going to be reps, meaning you need to practice over and over and over and over again. Now, if you guys want to see aim drill videos for Call of Duty, for Black Ops 6, let me know down in the comments by just putting drills, and I'll make a new video going over like some drills that help me take my aim from being really, really bad to a lot better. So I can do that. I think it's important when you are watching a tip video really to get the most out of it. It's super important for you to be able to get the same reps in. So if you have a sticky note or something that like a physical thing that you can put on your TV, put on your monitor to, you know, kind of remember the main drills or the main tips that you need to take with you, and it's just going to be practicing that for like a full day. If you watch too many videos, like you watch a movement video, you watch an aim video, you watch all these videos, you're just going to be confused on what you really need to be focusing on and what's really important towards like actually building success. So I would recommend watching one of the tip videos a day. Ideally, you can watch my tip videos. I got a ton of other videos as well that you can check out down in the comments, but it's all about reps. It's all about getting that practice in, just doing the same thing over and over again. Another thing is finding a good gunsmith for your gun is going to be super important. Then once you have a good gunsmith and you have a gun that you really like, I think one thing people don't really spend a lot of time doing is not controlling recoil, right? So first, allow that gun to kind of like shoot up how it normally will, right? Get that weapon pattern. If you know it's like it's gonna be like going up and to the right every time, guess what? You're gonna know that you need to use your thumbstick and go down and to the left, right? And then essentially you're gonna get completely counteract. But some weapons in the game, if you didn't know, will shoot straight up for a little bit and then curve to the left and then curve to the right, right? So you need to know as you're gonna just go ahead and, you know, lay a full clip down, you have to be able to go pull down for the second, or pull down for a second, and then it's going to try and start to shake to the left, and then it's going to start to shake to the right, right? And so then you need to know how to make, or essentially how to reverse that pattern with your thumbstick. So making sure you're allowing your gun, like shoot your guns. If you haven't done it in a while, shoot your guns, see where the natural recoil is so that you can reduce that recoil. It's very important. The more you can control your weapon, the easier it's going to be to land shots naturally, because you're not going to be fighting the shakes of the gun, or you will be, but you'll have a better understanding than randomly trying to react to the shakes. So you get this naturally by using a weapon after a while, but you might realize that some other attachments might be a lot better for you, and by controlling the recoil in whatever way with a new attachment, it might allow you to be even more successful. So start of a game or go into a private match and just practice your favorite gunsmiths and see how those weapons kind of adjust and shake. And I think the biggest mistake that you're probably making when you are working on your aim in Call of Duty is you are not focusing on aim with movement. Like, I think a lot of us warm up or practice and you're not jumping around, you're not trying to make it more difficult for yourself. So you should practice your aim while jumping, while sliding. You know, go into a bot lobby, into a private match. I have a good warm-up routine if you need it. Another video I posted. But I basically give you guys some drills to do, not so much for aim, but to overall warm up. But I don't think you practice a lot of sliding and shooting, right? How often are you sliding backwards and shooting at the same time? Well, you probably don't practice it. If you do it in a game, it's probably really sloppy because you don't do it very often. But the more we get these small skills to a really, really high level, the better you're going to be. So those are some of the tips I have on why you suck on controller. If you guys have learned any tips that you found helpful with your aim on controller, leave them down in the comments so other people can get some value as well. And if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, made it to the end, drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.